While Greece can barely keep up their own supply, the EU debates on the future of both Greece people and the people who happen to be stranded there. They are discussing the fate of 40,000 people, which for itself is an embarrassing thing, but there always has to be some retard who tops it up a notch. Always. In this case, it's a bunch of retards. For example, Poland, who just want Christian refugees from Syria and give asylum to about 150 families from Syria that are Christian families, but, you know, refuses to take many more other refugees. Austria just straightforward refuses to take in any more refugees. And Hungary is building a wall on their side of the border to Serbia. I mean, as a German, my collective memory tingles like spidey senses, I can tell ya. But those are not the only ones. Spain, Portugal and Bulgaria all refuse to take high numbers of refugees. And Great Britain and Denmark have an exception rule. They don't have to take any. By the way, no one has to take any, just to make that clear. We have the Dublin contract, and these countries are all tending to leave Italy and Greece and these countries alone with this problem. What's even worse is that this kind of behavior allows other European leaders to act the same way, which is to not take any refugees anymore. The Greece's public supply system is literally shutting down, and these countries would just leave them alone with the problem of the refugees. And that actually shows a big problem that we have, which is not covered by the media, because we don't have a conflict between generations as our parents and our grandparents had. We do not have this conflict, but here it shows these people live in another world, in a world that doesn't exist anymore. I know people from Poland and from other countries I mentioned before, from Spain and stuff. They have Facebook, they have YouTube, they have all these possibilities. They went abroad. The young people, they don't share these opinions and these views, mostly. I don't say there are no conservative young people, but these elderly statesmen, they make decisions as if the states were a real thing in this world anymore. Wake up! This world is not built from states anymore. We have the EU, which is slowly but gradually and improving, moving to a new form of legislation, to a bigger territorial aspect. We have things like the TTIP, we have trade around the world, everything is connected, and we do not have this kind of parted world anymore in that you are living in, or that these people are living in. That is the conflict of generations that we haven't identified yet, we haven't solved yet at all, and which is a big problem because these people are making decisions and they don't even know how the world works anymore. They don't, they don't understand that we don't have strong cultural bondings to nations. This is all bullshit, crap of the last century. We moved on, we have new issues to tackle, and we have to accept the fact that we are not limited to our borders, and we can't protect our borders with weapons and walls and guns, because all of this will backfire to us. Do you really believe that what happens in Greece can't happen in Germany or in, the US or anywhere else in the world? Do you think that what happens in Syria can't happen in the place you're living? I mean, these people are suffering from things that could have targeted all of us. We're just lucky by birth that we are living in this country. And as the EU, we should emerge from that stupid, conservative, right-wing way of thinking and tackle these problems in a more constructive way than just ignoring the problem until it becomes so overwhelmingly large that we can't even deal with it anymore. Well, this was a deep episode, but I needed to get that off my chest, so I hope you share my opinion on this, and if you're not, please leave it in the comments and blame me for being too naive and kind-hearted. Make me suffer from your right-wing bullshit. This was Retard for Neopolimatrix. See you, bye!